Curtis, you said recently in your Instagram caption, "We keep fighting." Do you feel like we're seeing the consequences of that fight now on the pitch?
I think so, yeah. And especially from the past 3 games, I'd say that you're seeing the fight there, but you're also seeing us play more as a team and the connections and that are there and the style of play and all things like that. So yeah, it's, I think that the fight's there and it's positive. And yeah, we're starting to now obviously win games.
You came out after one of the games and you were very honest and you fronted things and you said it needs to change. Why was it important for you in that moment to take that responsibility and to have that honesty with everyone?
First of all, because I want to play with more of a pressure on myself. I feel that's how I get the best out of myself. I don't want to go into games where I'm passive and, you know, I'm just taking each game as it comes, anything like that. I want to now be at a point to where, you know, that I'm seen as a big part of the team. You know, the World Cup and stuff is coming up, and that's obviously a goal of mine as well. And I feel that it's important that I start to show that I'm a big part of this team. So if I can be a part of this team, I can be a part of them. And at the same time, because you know, I'm a Scouse at the same time, and I know how much that it means to the city and the fans, and I know how much that it means to like the club and the staff and you know the staff around here as well. This probably been the first time that I've been in a situation like this. So yeah, there was a few things of why I decided to come out and speak, but at the same time I was just honest, and that's what I always am. You know, I just keep it anything that I know and that I want to say. I'm not somebody who goes in the media and will change. It's like you accept me for me, so I'll just say what I think, and at times, you know, it kind of will rub up the wrong way, but I feel that that's had a positive look, and I feel that the team were already on the path of a change anyway, so I'm not here saying, oh yeah, it was because of that interview that I've made this whole change, anything like that. I'm not saying
it's
that.
all on you.
Yeah, it's all on me, yes, I'll take the credit. But yeah, I do feel that that's what the lads thought. So I've said that it, you know, it was out there, and now yeah, you're really starting to see it.
Do you feel like it does impact you more when things are difficult? Because like you said, you're from the area, you know how much it means to fans, you've grown up with that.
Anybody who knows me knows I hate to lose anyway. Whether it's card games, whether it's training games, it doesn't matter. I just hate to lose. But you know, now because I'm in the first team and I'm a Scouser, say, and I've supported the team from a kid, nothing like that, as I'm playing as a player but a fan at the same time. So I know how much it affects the fans and affects me the exact same way. So yeah, you know, I've kind of got that like extra on me. It's like we cannot lose. You know what I mean? And then just going through that dip, you know, I came around a team when I was like 17, I think, and it was like, this has been the first time that I've ever been in anything like this. So yeah, it was at the same time, you know, I was angry, but it was a shock at the same time. But yeah, it was positive to see how the lads all acted. They didn't blame didn't blame the manager, didn't blame each other or anything like that. It was just taking on ourselves, and that's why I said, you know, it has to start from me. I was talking about that the lads, you know, that they have to run more, they have to fight more and compete, but I'm not just saying it's them, it's me as well. Yeah, and that's what you're starting to see now, and that's why I feel that the whole thing is making a change, you know.
I like that you said there you didn't blame each other, it was just focusing on getting better. And Virgil recently used the word unity, and I'm sure over the last few weeks there has been times where that unity has been tested, but do you feel that's something, a word you'd use as well to describe the squad and the team and the manager as well?
100%, yeah. And I say it all the time, and it's mad because when I've spoke to lads at like different teams and that, and I see how our team is to how theirs are, it's like I feel that he is more of like a family thing. And families obviously argue and fight, but they always stick as one. And I feel that little blip there just obviously showed that the family is the most important thing.
And with Salah as well, and the difficulties
I say that with
created.
obviously the fans and the stuff with Mo and all stuff like that. That it's not, you know, it's not affected us in no sort of way. It's affected our minds a bit in a way of like, look boys, we have to start to win and all things like that. But nobody is, you know, they've not blamed anybody.
Mo was just frustrated, I guess, like all of you were, that the results weren't going the right way.
Yeah, and Mo's his own man and he can say his own stuff, and he told us that he apologised to us and was like, look, if I've affected anybody or made you feel any sort of way, like, I apologise, and that's the man that he is. You know, as he's got his own stuff that is going on, and that's his issues, or I don't even know if it is an issue or anything like that, but that's his own thing he has going on, and as I said, he's his own man. I don't like to be in another man's business or anything like that. But I can only speak from me knowing Mo and how Mo is with us and how he acted on that. And he's positive as well. He was the exact same Mo. He had a big smile on his face, and everybody was
saw that in training as well.
Yeah, and everybody was exactly the same with him. And I guess it's just part of just wanting to be a winner. And I don't think that he will be the last. And you know, I get there's certain ways that you can go about things, but you know, if a lad's fine just to be on the bench and he doesn't want to play because he wants to help the team, then I feel that that's more of an issue. So when there's been any sort of anger from us, including myself, it's always been from a good place. In the moment, it might have came out in the right way, but it's never been to ever affect the team, the staff, the manager, or anybody like that. So we're past that now anyway. So now we're on the point of where, we're gelling well as a team, we're playing well, and we're starting to win games.
200 down, I'm sure many more to go. What's the big dream for you, Curtis? You touched on the World Cup earlier. A lot of people talk about you being here for a long time, a leader, captain maybe. What do you want to achieve?
What, here or in general?
Both.
Well, I think the biggest thing is, you know, I still have to have the humble way about myself, and I don't want to say, I'm going to be captain, anything like that, but I want to be captain of the team. I want to stay here for all my life as like the man who I look up to in every way is Gerrard, as everybody knows, in terms of even now the boots that I'm wearing and just how he conducted himself and how he is. And if I go and speak with obviously staff that have worked with him and all things like that, just how he was obviously seen. So yeah, if I could follow him, you know what I mean, that would be great. I would never complain. I'd always have a smile on my face, of especially of who he is in, you know, in the city and stuff, but then how he's obviously seen in like the footballing world. If you go and speak with like legends who obviously played the game and who they wish that they played with or anything like that, they always seem to say him. And then players that have obviously played with him and how he was on like the training pitch and all things like that, is I just want to be seen as like, I want to be seen like the same way. But again, you know, it seems like a lot of games, but that, you know, I'm 24. I've still got a long way to obviously go. So, you know, if I could be sat at the end of me time and I'm looking back and it's 600, 700, 800 games, I wish it could be. But yeah, you know, I just have to always think that, you know, I need to do everything right to stay fit and just do all the right things. And at the end of my career, then I'll see.